Well, hello there, and welcome to this double feature mastery battle. Kicking it off in the R35, the tier 2 French light tank, which is I've combined these aces because they're both low tier. I don't feel that any of them deserve a separate video. Although the second battle in the S35 tank destroyer is actually a bit spectacular. For various reasons, and we'll get back to this. But R35, first of the slow light tanks. Well, I guess maybe the the old Renault is a light tank also, but yeah, this first of the new light tank line, and it's a taste of what's to come in tier 3 and 4, which is a decent amount of armor and very bad mobility. And still, with this going 21 at top speed, I'm pulling away from my team are still hundreds of meters behind me after just a few seconds, after just the minute it took me to get to this place. This tanks, well, as you can see, I have one of the good things about this tank is apart from the armor, is the clip size, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 healthy rounds, which can chew up half of a tier 1 tank in one clip. And we go out at an angle, and this tier 1 tank, poor guy, he doesn't know where he's going. We're tracking him in place, we are keeping him stuck, and oh, he's repairing, but too late, because we have more shots in the clip. And you can see I'm bouncing shots left and right here, especially when I'm behind the bush, so these poor tier 1 and tier 2 guys can't see my hit skid. So you see the block damage is it's stacking up here. And I really wish we had that feature in Blitz, like they do in the World of Tanks PC, where you can see the amount of damage blocked. Because that's a number that can be quite spectacular at times. I missed that kill because one of my shots, for some reason, missed. And maybe, as you can maybe able to, he did 1 damage to me. High explosive, I guess. Yeah, at this point I was really wishing I had high explosive rounds, but this gun doesn't carry high explosive rounds because the 2-pounder, it's not armored as such. And we are trying to, yep, second shot got him, and we got spotted. But I'm still using the bush. They still can't see my hit skin, so they can hit me, but they will have a hell of a time penning me. And I'm starting to get a bit cross-eyed here because I'm trying to keep a watch left and right at the same time. And then I managed to damage the ammo rack of that FT, and I really want to ammo rack him, but nope. I tunneled a bit at him, but I wasn't punished for it. And yeah, let's get this over with. Oh, medium too. He has a big gun. Nasty gun. Oops. He missed us. And we can just go ahead and go under the gun of that tank. And the other R35, there, you got a glimpse of the armor profile. That's the profile that the other R35 can see when he's looking at me. And you see, I'm not paying him much mind because he seems to have a lot of trouble penning me. So I'm just presenting myself at an angle and taking out this medium. He's finally had enough of chasing this, and I'm going to get some better angles at him than he can have at me. And pop, 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 and oops, reload. 2 one-shot tanks right next to me, and I have to wait for a full clip reload. Don't kill him, don't kill him. Yep, there we go. And someone killed the other one. Yeah. Well, you can't have them all. Unless it's a Rosane. Then you can have them all. Well, that's the R35, and it's a tank I'm quite happy to be finished with. 1000 damage in tier 2, and guess a healthy pool of 881 raw XP. I guess that's quite decent for a tier 2 tank. 6 spots, 232 assisted damage, and 61 shots fired. Yep, that's a bread and butter tier 2 ace battle. Nothing special. This, however, is from the missile exercise event, and I'm driving the S35 CA with 17 pounder gun because this has amazing DPM for tier 5. And as you may remember from that event, tier 5 got some ridiculous bonuses. So let's see here. I know you're gonna see me do something. I've done it before on in other battles with and without luck, because I'm thinking first we go high. Okay, there comes my light tank. My spotter isn't in agreement, so I changed my plan. Of course, I don't go alone up top, that would be madness. So instead I go to the center, because this is one of the best sniping spots in the game if the reds behave as they should. Not this spot, but the next bush. And if you have a tank with gun depression, I should point that out. You need a certain amount of gun depression to work this spot. But if you do, ooh. And if, like in this battle, the reds, even when they do spot you, fail to pay attention to you, then you're gold. Then you can lay it into them, as you will see me do here. And it may come as a surprise to you or not that I'm gonna sit in this spot the whole battle and farm crazy amounts of damage. Reds are a bit careful. They're trying to hide behind that big round thing. No idea what it is. We've got off the radar and I'm spotted. You can see the light bulb is going out, but I think this whole battle there's only one red tank that really pays any attention to me, and that's that guy, the VK36. And you can see I could feel his attention. I could really feel it. So I have to be a bit careful about him. But I have good DPM and I can hit his cupola. And I know that 88mm gun on the VK, it's not the most accurate, so as long as I can stay a bit down this slope here, so only my gun is sticking over, and this tank has the gun mounted very far to the top, I should be good, because most likely the shots from that VK will hit the dirt in front of me or fly over my head. It's very hard to actually hit someone when you can see only as the top of the tank over terrain. Over another tank is another matter, but when you see over the ground, the ground seems to have some magnetic pull on shells. And as you tried to try the flanking run, he didn't live to regret it. And you see this, I have more targets than I can shake a stick at, a 17-pound stick even. They're just lining up in front of me, and I can sit in this position and take them out at will. And it suits me excellently, because I'm farming damage for the missile event, so the only number that matters to me in this tank is raw damage. That's all I want from this battle. It's raw damage as much as possible, because it will get me those token thingies, whatever they're called this time. Oh, I wish they didn't have to find up new names for them every time. I'm wondering, really, are they just gonna sit there? Aren't they going to move? Are they just gonna sit there and get killed? I have to move in. Ah, there we go. Finally he's moving, and look at this gun go. It's pop, pop, and there goes the 88mm gun. That's how that gun goes. Another shot, and one more shot, and someone stole him. Well, and there's someone stole the chromo. Yeah, just a few hit points stolen. Not too upset about that. I still got my damage and then some. And yeah, 3,168 damage in tier 5, and that's enough for a mastery, even with only 3 kills. So you take anything away from that battle, it's that spot in the center there, and which is usually best for light tanks, if your whole team goes on the heavy side. But also the 17-pounder gun on the S35 tank destroyer. So thanks for watching, hope it has been entertaining and educational, and I'll see you next time. Bye!